Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. As you guys know, we have 4 more days before we launch 2017. And I know a lot of us make New Year's resolutions. We have this long laundry list of the things that we want to accomplish. And I used to be a New Year's resolution person, but I no longer make New Year's resolutions. I make lifelong resolutions, meaning that I see the direction on where I want my life to go, and I figure out what I need to do to get there. And so my question to you is, what do you want with your life? What do you desire to have for your life? You know, last night I was on the phone with my nephew and we was talking for a while, and I was asking him the exact same thing because, you know, he's 23 years old. And, you know, when I was 23 years old, I thought I had all this time in the world to do what it is I wanted to do. And I always pawn things off for tomorrow or next year. And when I look back, I realized I did I put a lot of things on hold because I thought I had enough time to do them. And now that I'm a lot more older, I've gotten a lot more wiser, and I realized that time doesn't wait for me, or it doesn't wait for anybody. But the first thing I had to do is that I had to really understand what it is I wanted out of my life. You know, it's easy to say what you want, but then you got to figure out where you are. And when I realized what I wanted, I had to own up to where I was. I wasn't in the best position. I wasn't happy with where I was financially. I wasn't happy with the bitterness and the resentment that I had in my heart from my marriage. I wasn't happy with a lot of the decisions that I made. But what's so funny is that the reason why I never was able to get to where I wanted to be is because I always blamed other people for my life. And so what we have to understand is that we are all drivers of our lives. Nobody tells you what you do with your life except for you. Nobody controls your life but you. See, as long as you play the victim role, you will never move. You will never elevate. You're going to always be exactly where you are. So if you're one of those people that are making resolutions for the next year, you're going to have to understand is that if you don't own up to where you are, you're going to be exactly where you are in 2018. You're going to be exactly where you are in 2019, and so forth and so on. And so that's why it's important for all of us to own where we are, because once you can own exactly where you are and accept it, you can start making changes. You can start making different moves to get to a better life. So what I suggest you guys to do is to spend these last few days of the year really reflecting on where you want to be in your life, figuring out where you want to go and where you want to be next year around this time. And I say this and I stress this because a lot of us want things to happen overnight. And what we're going to have to understand is that during this process of change and wanting better is that it's a process. You know, it's not something that's going to happen overnight. We got to respect the delayed gratification and stop always expecting the instant gratification. So I just wanted to share this with you guys because I want you to understand that anything you want to do with your life, you are able to do it. What holds us back is our own limits and our own boundaries that we set in our lives. What holds us back is always playing the victim. Instead of being victim, start being the victor of your life and start really knowing that you have full control and you can do whatever it is that you can set your mind to. So if you like this video, please share it with other people because time waits for nobody and time is not on our side. And if you really want something different for your life, you need to make the change today. So until next time, guys, own your happiness, own your peace, and own your great.